Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Tuesday, March 29th, 2016, around 7:03 in the morning in Belleville, Massachusetts. Going to be a sunny day out, highs in the low 50s, a couple of degrees above average for this time of year, seasonably, which is pretty good. We got some rain, beneficial rain. Some places got an inch of rain, which would have been 10 to 12 inches of snow if we got all snow, but no more snow for a while. Some news to report: the LA Clippers beat the Boston Celtics by the score of 114-90 last night. And also, the Washington Capitals won the President's Trophy. That's for the NHL's best overall record for the regular season. So they clinched the #1 spot. They have home ice advantage throughout the Stanley Cup playoffs, unless they get eliminated early. But the Caps look like the real deal this year. And that's about it on news. My first video blog subject of the day is continuation of the top 100 greatest television sitcoms of all time. Today is from number 90 to 81, and here they are. Number 90 on this list of the greatest television sitcoms of all time, the Drew Carey Show, which lasted from 1995 through 2004 on ABC. This was Drew Carey's claim to fame until he became the host of Price is Right. Very, very funny show, and it was a hit for ABC for many years. They burned off the last season of the Drew Carey Show in the summer months, and you could watch the Drew Carey Show reruns on Laugh TV. Number 98 on this list, number 89 on this list of the greatest television sitcoms of all time, Green Acres is the place to be. Green Acres, which lasted for 6 years on CBS between 1965 and 1971, starring Eddie Albert and Ava Gabor. They moved from the city to the country to become farmers, which was a good series. You could catch the reruns of Green Acres on Antenna TV. Number 88 on this list of the greatest television sitcoms of all time, The Goldbergs. Not the new one, but the original one, which was the first television sitcom, which lasted from 1949 to the early 50s on CBS and the old Dumont network. Pretty funny show. Number 87 on this list of the greatest television sitcoms of all time, The Munsters. The Munsters lasted 2 seasons on CBS between 1964 and 1966. It was about Herman Munster and his family, Lily Munster, Grandpa Munster, Eddie Munster, and Marilyn Munster, who was the only normal one. And it starred Fred Gwynn and Yvonne DiCarlo and Al Lewis and Butch Patrick and Beverly Owen and Pat Priest, who played Marilyn. It was a very funny show. It only lasted 2 seasons. It should have lasted several more seasons, but this middle of the second season, it faced off against Batman on ABC, and Batman creamed the Munsters on the ratings. And there was another rumor going around that that if there was a third season, it would go into color, and they did not want that because they thought the Munsters would be better off showing black and white. But this is when the time when all television shows were being converted to color. On CBS and ABC, NBC show color shows as back as the late 50s. Number 86 on the list of the greatest television sitcoms of all time, Newhart. It was an 8-year run from 1982 through 1990. Bob Newhart starred as Dick London, who was a innkeeper in Vermont, and it also had Larry. This is my brother Darryl, and this is my other brother Darryl. Very fun, a great show that lasted several seasons on CBS. The ending, the last episode of Newhart, is when the inn was sold to Japanese developers, and then Dick gets hit in the head with a golf ball because the land was developed into a golf course, and then he wakes up, and then he's like dreaming that it was all a dream for his Bob Newhart show, and he said, Emily, I had this crazy dream that I was an innkeeper, and my wife was a blonde, and Emily says you had too much Japanese food, no Japanese food before going to bed, and he says, it was real. That's probably one of the most funniest ways to end a television series. Number 85 on this list of the greatest television sitcoms of all time. That 70s show that lasted 7 seasons on Fox between 1998 and 2005. It was kind of a retro sitcom, and this sitcom brought Ashton Kutcher to stardom. And they tried to have a spin-off with that 80s show, but it did not last. It only lasted maybe a few episodes. You can watch reruns of that 70s shows on several cable networks. Number 84 on this list of the greatest television sitcoms of all time. Mr. Belvedere, which lasted 6 seasons on ABC between 1985 and 1990. It starred Christopher Hewitt as Lynn Belvedere, an English housekeeper, and his boss was George Owens, played by Bob Uecker, and Eileen Graff as Marsha Owens, who was a lawyer, and they had 3 kids, Kevin and Heather and Wesley. It was a very funny sitcom. Wesley and Belvedere developed a great friendship, and George and Belvedere had a love-hate relationship. And it was in syndication for many years on Fox 25, and it's on Antenna TV weekends. Number 83 on this list of the greatest television sitcoms of all time, Head of the Class, which lasted 5 seasons between 1986 through 1991. Howard Hesseman was a teacher for the first 4 years. Then the last year it was Billy Connolly, the high school teachers, for history class, New York City, kind of like a 80s version of kind of like Welcome Back Kokoda, but not as funnier, but decently a great sitcom. And 82 on this list of the greatest television sitcoms of all time, The World According to Jim. This starred Jim Belushi. It lasted from 2001 to 2009, 8 seasons, and it was a very great show. It basically lasted a lot of extra seasons. It should have ended at season 4 or 5, but they probably wanted to continue it on because of syndicated, so they could make money off of it like ABC in syndication. And number 81 on this list of the greatest television sitcoms of all time, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which lasted 6 seasons on NBC between 1990 and 1996. Will Smith was in Philadelphia. His character moved to Bel Air to be with his uncle and aunt. It was a classic show. And that's about it on that. I will be back later with 2 more video blogs. First video blog will be about top contenders for the 2016 Vezina Trophy for NHL's best goaltender. And the third and final video blog of the night will be about the 2016 Major League Baseball preview. My predictions on who is going to win it all in Major League Baseball in 2016. Home runs! Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Bennett guy. Molly Rosenblatt of WCCO Roxanne has nice legs. Elizabeth Hart, so stunning. She's the best. And Amy Swenzy is awesome. And Julie Donaldson of Comcast Sports Mid-Atlantic is the best. And in the words of Bob Redding, former executive director of the Boys and Girls Club of Great America. Go find something to do. See you later. Bye now.